It's story time!
And good morning to everybody. Good morning to everyone. Unfortunately, Hez is still having technical difficulties. I woke up this morning and decided, you know what? Let's do an impromptu live stream. Uh, this is going to be a fast one. It's going to be a short one. I do have this annoying thing called work, so it's going to be an hour to an hour and a half. I have sent out links to different channel owners. So if they would check their emails, they might see a link to jump in. But in the meantime, I'm going to fly solo. Now, we do have quite a few of you already hop in here, just filling in that void that we don't have with Hez. So let's just see who's all here. And first up is Father Watch, who said that he will be joining us in probably about half an hour or so when he gets home. So it'd be great to see him. Yeah, we do have Greg Jonick, who gave us the first like. And Tequila Kids next in the house. It's good to see you, sir. P Barnes is here. How's it going? How's it going? And we have next up. I can see you guys got really busy in the chat. Cool Clearwater. Hey, how's it going, buddy? It's good to see you. My Tiny Chihuahua Life is in the house, and so is Highway Star. How's it going? How's it going? Appreciate y'all popping in. Did Tiny give you permission, or did you just sneak in? And when next up, well, looks like that. Well, next up, well, we got this guy that just hopped in. Oh, wait.
Oh, how's it going? I just woke up myself.
Yes, like I was saying earlier, I woke up and said, "Well, Hez is going to be down," and what the heck? Let's do an impromptu show. There's a void. There's people going to want to
Hell
watch.
yeah!
Yeah. So it's going to be good. So I did pull up a couple of videos from the Lucid Dreams. And I also have a question that I want to ask before we get started.
Go ahead.
What is raw toast?
What?
What is raw toast?
Raw toast? Toast that hasn't been cooked yet. Put in the oven yet. Or toaster.
Yeah. Yes. So someone will argue bread. I would say could it be dough, flour, or grain?
Well, I got a question for you.
Okay.
Hold on just a second. Uh, you've seen Patton, right?
Uh, I want to say I have, but it's been a long,
Oh,
long time ago.
George C. Scott.
Yes, yeah, George C. Scott.
Yeah, it's been a long time since you've seen it.
Yes, it's been a long time. I'm talking about I was a kid, long time.
Oh, since you were a kid, okay.
Yeah.
Then you probably wouldn't be interested in this one. This little thing that I found about the movie that well, it actually has a sequel that I didn't know about.
Yes, I think I heard you talking about was it yesterday? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. And I found that to be interesting because it's one of those made for TV movies if I remember what you said correctly.
Pretty much.
Yeah, of
I wonder how
course.
many other movies that we have apparently didn't get sequels for that actually have some TV movie sequel.
Well, I remember Dirty Dozen had a sequel that was a made for TV movie
Mhm.
that came out in the 80s. So,
Yeah, who
uh
knows?
yeah, so you got all kinds of movies out there that yeah, they made for TV. Uh and do you remember the made for TV movies? It's kind of like back in the 80s that was a big thing. It's like every network had a night that was made for that had a TV movie.
Yeah, movie of the week.
Movie of the week, yes. Yes, and a lot of actors, especially those that had series, uh, did these movies because it did help promote their television shows.
Yeah, and they generally only played the movie once and never played them again.
Yes. Oh, yes. Yes. So if you would never, unless it's just happened to be a very good movie, you probably would never see or hear from it again, and probably don't even remember it.
Hmm.
So, so yeah, so that's kind of why we had that Patton sequel that we don't even know about.
Yeah.
Uh, and I mean, I remember Mark Hamill playing in some sort of movie about Corvette that was a made for TV movie, and I remember
Corvette.
being it. I'm sorry.
Corvette.
Yeah, it was about a Corvette,
Hmm.
and I remember being disappointed because it wasn't Star Wars. Because that's what the hype that was the hype. Oh, Mark Hamill from Star Wars, and all I heard was Star Wars. And of
Uh-huh.
course, at that young age, you just don't realize these things.
Well, he's got to have more roles in Star Wars. And he's
Well,
made a pretty good. He's made a pretty good living doing voice acting.
yes, he has. Oh, yes, he has. But we were talking about a very young Mark Hamill back when Star Wars just came out in a movie theater. Uh,
Yeah.
you know, and everyone, when you think about Mark Hamill, when you think about Luke Skywalker, I mean, that is his epic role. Unlike Harrison Ford, you can actually think of him as Indiana Jones as well as Han Solo and a couple other roles he played in his
Yeah.
career. So, uh, yeah, that's the problem with acting. Sometimes you might be typecasted. And
Definitely.
yes,
Bob Saget was typecast to hell and back.
uh, yes, yes,
His role in Full House was that of the clean cut dad and everything
uh,
like that. In
huh.
reality, he was a rather raunchy stand up comedian.
Oh yes, oh definitely, definitely yes, he was. I didn't realize this, but apparently he was the future dad in How I Met Your Mother series.
It was?
Yes, I found out about that, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I can hear it now. Now think about it. Yes, you never actually saw his face; you only heard his voice. But I'm like, okay, I can see that. And he was kind of like the clean cut dad telling the story about his younger days.
Mm.
So yeah, that was kind of amazing and crazy in itself. But
Yep.
yes. So yeah, so we are having that conversation. It's kind of like what's raw steam? I would say that would be
Hmm.
water or ice. Just kind of getting a little deep thoughts, I guess.
Oh yeah, and
Yeah.
my deep thoughts haven't even started yet. I'm still
You
a
still?
little bit sleepy. Just got, like I said, only got up about 10 minutes ago.
Oh yes. Oh, I understand that completely. I got up at, like said, I got up a little bit before 5, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do a live stream. Hez is out. There's a void. I'm gonna jump in. And Rob is in the chat. Hey, Mr. Thomas. Uh,
Good morning, Mr.
yeah,
Thomas.
yeah. I know you would be here too, buddy, if you could. So, but thank you for dropping in. And yes, so but Mr. Thomas said, "Hey, man, we can talk about uh, the NH now new NH now rest." And I'm like, "Yes, we should, because that."
Uh, Press NH now. Oh yeah, I've
Yeah,
got
yeah,
a video about that. In fact, there's a lot of other content creators out there right now that've got a video about it.
well, would you like to play your video? I do have one queue up, but since you're on panel, I would play yours
Well,
instead.
it's entirely up to you. I mean,
Yeah.
if you want to play the one video you've got already queued up, then go. By all means, go right ahead and we can discuss that one.
Okay. Well, I do have Lucid Dreams video queued up and ready to go. So let's.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
Lucid Dream. She's a good. I love her content.
Yes, she is. She is good. Let me adjust this volume a little bit.
Welcome back to my corner of the internet, guys. I am the Lucid Dream, and I was not planning on making another video tonight. However, I just saw that Press NH Now had been arrested, and words cannot describe how much I cannot stand this guy. The sound of his voice is like pouring acid on my soul. I cannot stand listening to him, which is why I don't cover or say much about.
I think
That's
she
why
kind
I don't cover them. It's just it's like, oh
of. I mean, I can some. I hear her, and I'm like, you summed it up just so well. You summed it
yeah.
up so well. Hey,
There's
Florida
certain
Jim.
frauditors I don't even cover myself that often because it's like nails on a chalkboard. It just hurts you.
Yes. Oh gosh, yes. I'll tell you honestly, I don't see how you guys will take a fraudulent video and watch. I mean, some of them are almost an hour long. Watch the whole thing, break it down to where it's at least a good 15, 20-minute presentable video and not be insane. I watched
Yeah,
people.
it takes a certain bit of patience to endure that kind of thing. But especially the long videos, when I download them, I generally look at the sound waves on the editor,
Uh-huh.
and if there's nothing there, I just cut that part out entirely because that's just dead air.
Right, just them
Because my video editor, I'll just see the sound waves at the bottom, recognize all that stuff. It's like,
uh-huh.
nope, that's gone.
It's usually them
I don't even
narrating.
have to listen to it. I just look at the sound waves.
It's probably usually them narrating what they see on a wall or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I like to paint this paint color. This is a nice little paint color. Yeah.
So, and I use a free video editor called Caden Live. But one of these days, I need to upgrade to the one of the more premium ones. Maybe I'll do better videos.
Well, here's the thing. I use VSDC, and that I use the free version now. I found that version, that one does everything I want it to do right now. So,
Yeah.
and I got to get a lot better before I can say, yeah, I need to probably upgrade. But
I'll try one of the other video editors here in the next couple months to see how it works out for me. But it's still going to be a bit of a learning curve for a different video editor.
oh yes, that's the thing about the editors. Each brand is different, so it can become a learning curve. You have to kind of sit down and play with it. Some of them do have good instructional videos, and got to watch that. And my biggest problem is lack of time.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's this annoying thing we call work. Fraudsters don't know
Oh,
what that
yeah.
is.
That
Yeah.
four-letter word.
Yeah. And of course,
So,
cold, clear water comes in and knocks it out of the park instantly. Alcohol availability helps too when patience gives out. And Florida Jim, I
alcohol
know,
availability.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't drink that much alcohol myself. I mean, here when I was sick a few weeks ago, my dad gave me some whiskey to clear out the mucus in my throat, but other than that, I have rarely ever drink, and that whiskey certainly helped.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, Florida Jim, real quick, came in, and so I want to say hi to him. And so I did Ron Klotzer. So, how's it going, guys? So, let's get this going on.
About him. But this is too good to pass up. First and foremost, thank you to all of my channel members and subscribers. Without you, I would not be here. So as always, every day, thank you. Let's go ahead and get into it.
It's funny, P. Barnes.
How you doing?
Hello.
Oh, yeah?
Who are you?
What do you mean?
Who?
I'm here to get some public information. That's all.
Okay.
Oh, you're looking at the badge?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm not a police officer.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
All right.
Public information
Yeah.
from who in particular?
Nowhere in particular, just Department of Health.
You have to come. You have to go back out to the desk.
Why is that? Are there offices?
Who are you
down there?
with?
Just me.
No, you can't just roam through this office. with
Is this
the
a
camera.
hallway? Like a public hallway?
No, it is an inside of the Department of Health and Human Services.
Okay.
This is our building.
It's not your building. It's the people's building.
Okay, the people's building.
Okay, so immediately he starts arguing with this lady who says, "Hey, no, you got to go back to the desk. You got to sign in. There's a procedure here." He doesn't. You notice in the caption, he says, "I
No,
did."
no, it's a Fourth Amendment rights violation according to these idiots.
Yeah. Oh, I did go back out in a minute. No, the moment that she said, "You need to come out. You need to come back out to the lobby." Do I see
Sorry,
someone?
I don't take directives very well.
Yeah. He wants to argue with her. And
And
she's
she's the commissioner. She's in charge of this building.
yes. And she's obviously not having it. She is very
No.
obvious. Just no. She's very polite. And here's something else. Him walking around with that badge. He may not say he's a police officer, but I guarantee you her initial moment was she thought he was.
You know what that badge says?
It was no, I don't know exactly what it says.
It says shiny badges don't grant extra rights.
But you have to get close enough to see that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, and that's why. And if you look at it and it's like, oh, this guy's with the badge, and we're going to later find out the employee that's sitting at that desk who let him in probably saw the badge and nothing else and thought he was there for a legit reason.
Yeah,
So he gained access with that badge, and
indeed.
yes. So yeah, which means they're going to really actually start checking their people really hard, including legitimate law enforcement officers who's got legitimate reasons to be there. That usually just walked in and didn't have to worry about stopping at the desk. But let's keep this going.
Yeah.
Building. So let me say we have a process for visitors. They stop at the front desk. They sign in.
Okay.
They get a badge. They say who they are here to see, and that is our public building process that we use.
I don't want to go by that policy.
Well, then you have to go back out.
That he does not want to go by that policy. Tough. That is that building's policy.
Well, yeah, policies aren't laws, of course. I mean, it's not like you can be trespassed or anything like that if you don't abide by the building's policies.
Right. Yes. It is enforceable by law, and it's called trespassing.
Yeah.
And yes.
which according to frauditors, trespassing doesn't exist, or you have to commit a crime before you get trespassed. No, you don't. If you're being a nuisance, they can trespass you off the property because it's their damn property. I mean, it's more of a preventative measure than anything else. If you commit the crime, then there's no reason to trespass you because you've already done your damage.
Yes, you did. Yeah, exactly. Parcel 1122. Hey, how you doing? Good to see you. So we keep this rocking and rolling.
No, not at all. I'm here to get some public information and
So
ask some
what
questions.
I'd like to do is...
Can I have your name, first of all?
I'm Helen Carlson-Harris, Commissioner of
Okay.
Health and Human Services for the City of Springfield.
Do you have a business card?
I do.
Can I have
But-
one? Maybe you get a
but
chance.
first-
I'll meet you over there. What was your name?
Ann Kissel, Deputy Commissioner for Health and Human Services.
Okay.
So this is the desk that you stop at, right here.
Okay.
And this is Ashley. Be happy
Hey, Ashley.
to give you any information that you need as far as this building is concerned. Just happy to do that for you.
Yeah.
But individuals can't just walk out. Did you bus him in?
Yes.
Okay, and so individuals can't just walk off the street and walk through our...
Of course they can. If they have business here, they can, yeah.
And what business do you have here, sir?
I've already told you.
Could you repeat it, please?
Yeah, to get some public information.
What public information can we
I
give
don't
you?
know yet. I haven't
He
looked
doesn't
around.
know yet.
Exactly. He doesn't know yet. So basically, you do not have legitimate business in this.
I mean, here's where I would compare him with Goat Boy. Goat Boy will go into an office already knowing what information he wants. That's why he seems a bit more legitimate at times, even though he's not there to be legitimate. I mean, he's just there to be a nuisance himself. But at
Right.
least he can verbalize what he wants. This guy is a total idiot.
Yes. Oh, yes, definitely. Definitely. He's showing up. Oh, yeah, I don't know what information I want yet, but I'm going to look around and find out what information I do want. Then you don't need to be here. A simple Google search would give you the information you might be looking for.
Exactly. I mean, when I did this video, I actually looked up this office and put it on my video as to what this office does.
And you did not have to go visit that office. You did not have to go bother this nice lady about trying to get video of the hallways. And what a lot of these guys are not, what they're saying is, or they, well, I'm not going to say they don't realize. I think they do know. There's private information out there that really the general public just does not need to see.
Right. I mean, the public information is available online. All the private information is going to be locked up in the building away from prying eyes. And that's what they want. They want to get into back rooms where it's all locked up.
Right. And Cool Clear Water. She was a collie. Just he asked what breed was Lassie, so just one of those little trivia things I knew. She was a collie. But yeah, to get back to this information is available. You don't have to visit these offices. Again, though, they don't care. They're showing up just to cause to create clickbait, to harass, to annoy people. And this is exactly what he's doing. He is trying to harass, trying to annoy people. I love how she handles it. I love how she handles it.
Yeah, she's no nonsense in this video. She goes straight for the jugular. She calls the police to get rid of him. And when the police show up, they don't take long to deal with him either.
Yeah. Yes. Oh my goodness. They didn't care. It's almost like they've dealt with guys like him before.
I'm sure they have.
Yes.
That is, so you want public information, but you're not sure of what public information you want.
It depends
And
on
you want to roam the halls of this
the publicly
public
accessible
building,
areas. Yes, correct.
without telling us
I don't
your
need-
purpose.
I just did tell you my purpose 3 times now.
To get public information.
Yes.
And so this is
To take pictures, to take video, to get some public information. Yeah.
Do me a favor, call.
I'm actually baffled how anyone deals with this man on a day-to-day basis, like interacts with him in his real life. Like, all he would have to do is open his mouth and I would want to punch him in the face. That's how bad his voice is to me. Like, can you hand me the butter? Smack. That's how it would happen. It would be uncontrollable. He is that insufferable to me. The entitlement and the pissiness in his voice is just, it's so bad. I do find it interesting that he wears a badge, because as much as he wants to say he's not impersonating an officer, I don't know if that's exactly true. If he is just walking down the hallway and someone walks by him and sees a badge on him, they're not going to stop and get close enough to see what it says. So I'm sure that is something he uses to his advantage.
Don't go any further, please.
I'm not going in her office. That's her private office. I get that.
And something else that we probably don't remember about this guy. Remember, he was smoking in his car with his 8-month pregnant girlfriend.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah.
I was going to mention that one myself. I mean,
Yes.
and then he was toying with the police officer, just constantly tossing cigarette butts out the window, being charged with littering. And then he went to pay the fine with pennies.
Yeah. I mean, this is one of those guys, if he actually gets into serious prison time, he's going to be someone's girlfriend.
Yeah. The prisoners are not going to take, if he actually gets prison time, then he won't last long, because there's a code of conduct within prisons that prisoners abide by amongst themselves, and if he acts like that toward any of the convicts, yeah, he's gonna be somebody's prison wife.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely.
I know the rules.
But you're filming her private office.
I'm not in her office.
Sir, it's...
I just need a business card. That's all.
Does she give him permission to be over there?
No.
To be here? I don't need your permission.
I didn't say here, I said in her office.
I'm not in her office. Let's get that
Technically you
straight.
are. Close the
No,
door.
I'm not in her office.
What's going on?
Don't spread lies.
I asked her to close the door, that's not a lie.
No, you said that I was in her office.
She's calling.
Who is he? Where's he from?
I just need a business card from her, if possible.
Your business cards.
Oh, there you go. Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Yeah. You're the commissioner, you said?
That's right.
Okay. Do you have a business card since you're under? She's under you, right?
Everyone in this department is.
Okay. Cool.
Hello.
Yes. Do you have a business card?
Ashley, you can
No,
go
mine
ahead.
is downstairs though.
Okay. Do you want me to meet you down there, or you want to come back up, or you don't want to get me a business card?
You can follow up with the commissioner.
You can reach anyone in my staff through me, and you have
Through
my
you.
business card.
Okay.
Okay?
All right. Cool. I mean,
This is why I like her so much. You can reach anyone of my staff through me, and you got my business card. In other words, you're done. You don't need anything else from this.
Yeah, get the F out.
Yes. It's very, very. This is why I like her so much. This is the type of way I would.
Straightforward to the point, no
Yeah.
BSing. You don't belong here. Get the F out.
Yes.
That was essentially what she was saying.
Yes. She would have been the type of person I would want to work for.
so exactly like what do you guys do here? Like people come in here to make appointments, or?
This is the Springfield Department of Health and Human Services.
Okay.
We are the Board of Health for the Commonwealth of Massachusetts
Okay.
for the City of Springfield. There are various operations that go on here. We do serve the public.
Okay.
We have nursing services here for our residents. We also have environmental health services here, inspecting other restaurants and doing other public health work. So
Okay.
our work is very broad.
Yeah.
Our work is intentional. Our work is very specific to the residents of the City of Springfield.
Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate it. I mean, that's pretty much a lot of the
Again,
information I
Again,
need
all
to know.
information that you could have gotten online. I've still got the screenshots from my video, but It's a moot point at this time, so let's carry on.
Yeah. Hmm.
I feel like it went right over his head when she says that their work is very specific to the residents of the city of Springfield, which he is not.
Certainly.
Yeah. Is a PD on the way? Because I don't want to run away from them. I mean, I'll speak with them. I have no problem
I
with that.
told them that I would give you an opportunity to leave.
You haven't asked me to leave.
Please leave.
I think I'll wait for them.
Okay. I'll
Yeah.
tell them.
Yeah, because this is a public office and I am here to get public information. So, let them see what they say.
Hello. She's here. Can you not film?
So, something else I just noticed. That's what 4 people in that lobby area watching this guy. That's 4 people that's not doing their jobs because this guy is taking them away from their jobs.
Yeah, so it's essentially disrupting the operations of that building, which is on him.
Right. And so, yeah, but he's he's already shown that he's going to be uncooperative. He's going to do whatever he wants to do, and then go from
I need
there.
to look up the law on obstruction of governmental operations. I know certain states have have it, but it does. I need to see if Massachusetts has that law as well. That's one law I didn't look up yesterday as far as what he was doing. I was just looking up the typical basic information for this particular video yesterday. I didn't think about interference with government operations.
And Bookie Worm, how you doing? Good. It's good to have you on here too. All right. So we,
Private office though.
3.
I can record it now. I'm not in there. That's how that works.
Close the door.
There you go. Create your privacy.
Miss, you can come with me.
And who are you?
Or
Who are you?
what?
Do you work here?
Yeah, I work.
Okay. Just curious.
You don't need to go in there either.
It says employees only.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not going in there. Cut it out. I know where I'm supposed to go and where I'm not supposed to go. Stop. Cut it out.
Please stay in the public.
I beg to differ on that one. I beg to differ. He does every time he turns around, he is trying to enter or film inside an area that obviously is not meant for him to film and record.
Right?
So no, he might know. He just doesn't care. Let's just say it that way. So maybe that's more to the truth than anything else.
Yeah, well, thank you. Oh,
And
I will
don't
stay in the
film
public
people's
area.
private areas.
I will stay in the public area.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I don't know why the police are being called if I'm in a public area.
Because you were asked to leave.
Yeah, you can't tell me to leave just because I'm recording in here and getting public
The
information.
commissioner asked you
I
to
don't care
leave,
what she said.
And you are.
You're going to learn today. You really are. Watch.
Oh, what a prediction. Too bad it won't come to pass.
Oh, that's what I'm getting ready to say too. It's like, yeah, someone's going to learn, but it's not going to be them.
And that statement is going to age like milk here very soon. You know, the thing with most of these assholes, I'm not going to say all, there might be 1 or 2 that the exception to the rule, but most of these assholes, the behavior and the attitude, the entitlement, that's the problem here. Because if this was a true audit, if you were coming in as a neutral observer and you were not interacting, your results are going to be very different than the ones that these guys get. And that's because they create these interactions. The entitlement, the pissiness, the superiority complex that these morons have, that creates this interaction. Not once in 44 years have I ever felt the need to wander around in a public building in places that I don't need to be in because it's stupid. I have better things to do with my time. This moron doesn't. So he creates this negative interaction for YouTube to quote unquote expose corruption when there is no corruption here. There is a jackass wandering around the Department of Health and Human Services treating people like shit because he thinks he can. What are you going to do if everyone just stops entering public service because they get treated like this?
You're going to understand. I've been nothing but polite in here. I've been nothing but respectful. I told you what I was here for.
Bullshit.
Yeah, that's about right. Say, yeah, you have not been polite at all. You've been rude. You've been you acted entitled. You expected everyone to stop with everything that they were doing to entertain you.
Entertain him and his sheeple.
Exactly. Yeah. So, yes.
Let's carry on.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm in the public areas. So make sure you tell that to the PD when they come, okay?
Well, you were asked to leave.
You can't ask me to leave. I haven't committed any crime.
Well, we did ask you to leave.
For what purpose?
Because I'm not.
Enlighten me. Why are you asking me to leave? Because I'm recording?
No, I never said that. I didn't bring up anything about the recording.
So why are you asking me to leave? Because I'm here to get public information? Because those are the two things that I'm doing.
Because the commissioner asked you to leave.
Okay. And you don't know why she asked me to leave?
It's at her discretion.
No, okay, no, it's
I'm her
not.
employee.
It's really not, though. You're my employee. Remember that. I know.
No, you're not her. You're not the boss around
When you cash
here.
those checks, remember, it's the taxpayers' money. So can I just ask you why you're asking me to leave? Is it because I'm recording? I'd rather get a better understanding on why. Maybe I can make a determination.
Give me your name or no?
No. I don't think I have to do that.
Okay. Does it involve like
Can I ask you again why you're asking me to leave?
animal?
And maybe I could determine on if it's suitable? No? Okay. That's what I thought. So where are the public accessible areas? Because I don't see any signs or anything like that.
This waiting room?
This is all public? Okay. That's it?
Unless you have an appointment here.
Okay. So what's down there? Are the public offices down there? Is it just...
It's offices.
Okay.
It's offices?
Where employees here
Yeah.
who work here.
Okay.
Work. Those are their offices.
Okay.
Okay, so this is want us to listen to this interaction very carefully.
The police should be here shortly.
They probably have better things to do.
Hi, James. That's good to see you.
You can't trespass somebody in a public building just because you want to. You know that, right? You have to be committing a crime in order to do so. You do understand, Commissioner, that you can't demand somebody to leave a public office, right? Unless they've committed a crime. I haven't committed any crimes. I'm not here to commit any crimes.
I mean, that face and that voice is a crime against humanity. But other than that, he isn't following the safety and security protocols of the building. He can be asked to leave because of it.
You have cameras in here? I didn't give you guys permission, but you're recording me. How ironic.
Exactly. Anytime you walk in a building that has cameras, and especially when they have signs, it's implied consent. You do not have to walk into those buildings.
Right.
So, and in this situation, He did not have to go in there. We know he does not have to go in there. He does not have
He
legit
has no
business.
business in there whatsoever.
Right.
I mean, he admitted that himself when he couldn't figure out what he wanted to FOIA.
Right. And then, but the employees, did not have the choice of whether or not to be on the camera, on his camera. He took that choice from them. And yes, I know that there's some people are reaching out to this office to tell them how to do a privacy strike on this video as well. So
Yeah, good idea.
Yes, because I can see 4 or 5 people that probably don't want to be on this video.
And considering that in his video, he does put up the address and everything like that of the building, which it makes it so much easier to send them a nice little letter about that issue of privacy strikes.
Right. Yes. And so that being said, and Cool Clearwater, check your email. Yeah, he can get this, and you got to remember why he put this video up. He put this video up to grift for money because he's now got legal fees. And if you wonder why, well, we're going to get ready to show it here shortly.
YouTube trend.
Cause a scene, trying to, yes.
Nobody's caused a scene except for them.
Yes, sir.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
All right.
So I love how he's like, oh, no one caused the scene but them. No one caused the scene but them. They beg to differ.
Right. YouTube thing, huh?
All right, so you gotta
Yeah.
go.
Why is that?
Because this is not a public.
Okay. So this is what I love the police do. And everyone, Cool Clearwater is on with us too.
How's it going, Cool Clearwater?
Howdy, Blackheart Night. Howdy, everybody.
Hey, so that's one thing I'm going to break down with the police video. With the police, notice what they're going to do. They're going to ask, they're going to tell, they're going to make. In that order. They already asked.
And it happens very quickly.
Yes. This is why I believe that they get an A+.
Public building.
What do you mean? Is this?
You see how the door locks and you get buzzed in?
I had no idea. No.
Okay, it's not a.
It's the door, but you had to be buzzed in. Oh, I had no idea. Mm-hmm.
Public building.
He just told you that.
They offer public services.
Yeah, that's what I'm here for. I need to get some more.
But now they don't want to give you service, so they
can't refuse services.
They can.
Why? Can I ask you why?
They can and they did.
Can I ask you why?
You have to figure that out with them.
Can you call a sergeant for me?
No.
All right, let's go outside.
Can you call a sergeant?
We're gonna go
Don't-
outside.
don't touch
Step
me.
outside, you're going to jail.
Don't
We're gonna
touch
go
me. For
outside.
what?
Love these guys.
Now, yeah, love it. Now they're telling him, you are going outside. They're not asking. You are going outside or you're going to jail.
Can I ask you for what?
Because we're asking you to leave. Now you're trespassing.
Are you asking me or are you give me a lawful order?
I'm a lawful order.
Now, they definitely did tell
Why
him.
is this a lawful order?
Yeah, exactly. That's
What would be the crime?
Trespassing.
How so?
Go watch
Can
more
you not
YouTube
fucking
videos.
touch me?
Get out of the building.
Don't touch me.
Okay.
You want to touch me, you piece of
Did.
and see, he started calling them names.
shit? You.
Go.
You. What's your name and badge number?
Right there. You can read
Get
it,
the
right?
off me, dude. I'm gonna
Get
you
off
back.
the property.
No, I can stay right here.
No.
It's a public sidewalk. It's a public sidewalk. It's a public sidewalk.
And I love it.
Yeah.
Get off the property.
Great
No.
job, officers.
All right, there you go. Off to jail. I'm not going to play the rest of this because she talks about how he is doing his GoFundMe and or whatever fundraising he's trying to do, and I do not agree with that 100% because he put himself in that situation. He had numerous opportunities, and I'm sorry I missed it when it was played on the video, but the exchange between the commissioner and him. I am giving you one last chance before I ask the police to come.
I can understand his confusion, though. The cops weren't doing it right. They weren't giving him time to ask questions and bring him the paperwork.
Oh,
and, they weren't doing it
Police were
right.
kissing his ass.
I mean, they didn't even give him the chance to use the, oh, if I don't leave, will I be arrested? Please say that word so that I can say under threat of arrest.
Yeah. And they'll go, well, I'm going to sue you. Well,
yeah, they didn't play the game. That's great.
That's
they did
unfair.
not one little bit. Yeah. And here's the thing. That's why I would love to see this video be taken down because, again, he put himself in that situation. He got himself in trouble, yet he wants everyone else pay for his trouble that he caused.
Well, it's him trying to get out of responsibility for his own actions kind of deal. I mean, everybody else pays for my actions. That's the way frauditors work.
Yes, exactly. Pay for what I did wrong. I did this, I did that. I put, and I have.
That's a large segment of society these days.
Very large segment. And yes, love how the cops handle it. We could probably play the last the last 3 minutes of what we just showed, and I think everyone would have been happy with it. But we want to show he had so many opportunities. We had so many opportunities to leave, and he chose not to. He chose to hang out and be annoying. And granted, being annoying alone, it's not going to get you in trouble. But when you're told leave, you are to leave.
Well, I don't know about being annoying alone, not going to get you into trouble. Depends on who you annoy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That guy on the airplane with Mike Tyson, he found out.
Yeah. Oh, you go in the courtroom and try to annoy the judge. Well, ask Chili how'd that turn out.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, out of all the places you might want to behave the most, it might be in the courtroom. I mean, you have to. That's the one person you want to make to show your good light to. And if you're showing this behavior that Chili showed, well, it's very obvious that a light punishment is not going to do you any good.
Right.
And she could have put him away for a year. She chose to put him away for 6 months.
And well, Chili he's got this attitude that he's gotten away with for so long, and he thought he could get away with it with the judge. Found out otherwise.
And let's face it, Chili had broadcasted his history so much, it's hard for that judge not knowing his history.
Right. I wonder how many videos that the judge watched to discover his persona, his overall, because he projected that exact same persona in court, and he ended up paying for it.
Right. If he did, if he showed a different persona in that courtroom, just judge might say, okay, this is a persona he does online just to get clicks and views. I'm all right. But no, instead he did the same thing in the courtroom. So no, this is his personality. This is his attitude, and he can't even fake being polite for a half an hour during his court.
I think the Power Rangers show was a half hour.
Yeah,
Power Rangers show was generally half an hour.
So he could fake it for that long.
But you gotta,
Well,
but you
Oh,
gotta
that's right.
realize how much time they spend taping.
Yeah, so many different shots. That's only, 2-3 minutes at a time. Okay, yeah,
yeah,
you're right.
yeah. Well, here's the thing, Cool Clearwater. I don't even think it was an actual episode that aired with him because he was fired very, very quickly.
No, he didn't even make it onto the air. He was hired as a Power Ranger, but he ended up screwing that up before he was even able to film an episode.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I barely remember the Power Rangers when that show came out. I probably caught about 15 seconds of it and went, "Oh, Discount Ultraman." Moved along.
Uh-huh.
Well, I
Yeah.
watched it whenever I was a kid, but it was the episode the incarnation of Power Rangers that he was supposed to be on was Power Rangers Wild Force, which was sometime after Mighty Morphin. I mean, there's
But oh yes.
different various seasons called under different names,
Right, yes. So
and I stopped watching after Zeo, which was like a couple seasons after Mighty Morphin.
right, yes. And that I'm about the same way. I probably won't even remember a few episodes of Mighty Morphin with the original Power Rangers, and after that, uh, not anymore. So, but I know that they had way too many uh cast change to keep the show lively, I guess, because it was made for little kids. And yeah,
And well, the thing is about the American version of Mighty Morphin, it was more of a redo of the Japanese version from the 70s, where they even had the same actress that played Rita Repulsa in it, but it had a better story to it in Japan. They gave her a redemption arc.
oh, okay. So yes, that was the thing I've always heard that he had sexually harassed one of the actresses on the show, uh, and that's why he was fired. Doesn't surprise me, honestly. He, his behavior, anything I hear about him, it just really doesn't surprise me. And here's the thing: the guy had that opportunity, and he blew it. He threw it away, and now he's going around and act like he knows more than anyone else does.
Exactly. I mean, he's that I'm a 20-year the constitutional law scholar persona taken
Uh-huh.
over, and he actually believes it now. He
Oh,
believes his own bullshit,
oh
and
yeah.
he proved that in front of the judge.
Yes, he does believe that. And here's a judge who went through 7 years of school, college, and law school. Practiced law for I don't know how long. Became a judge, and was a judge for number of years before Chile ever got in front of her. And you're going to sit there and say, "I know the law better than you do." You may
She's
want
probably
to.
got. You say you're a constitutional law scholar for 20 years. The judge has actual law experience for that exact same amount of time, you numbnuts.
Uh-huh. Oh yes. And here's and I love it when he tried to introduce a law that was in New Mexico, or a court case that was in New Mexico. The judge response was, "Well, that's too bad. Well, we're not going to use that because we are in Nevada." So the law, yeah, you cannot use laws. And Fraudulent Busters, hey, how's it going? Are you jumping in here real soon, buddy, or are you just uh going to call it the night? So yes, he had what too many opportunities in life to be successful, and he threw it all away. He threw it all away.
Howdy, Frauder Busters.
And like Art, I mean, we've seen it way too many times with these guys that, yes, they have opportunities and they, for whatever reason, they just won't do what it takes to be successful. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I mean, they have this idea in their head that they are superior because they've gained a little bit of information in a particular field. Well, the vast knowledge, it cannot be held inside of one person. All the accumulated knowledge is in are that we have are in books and everything like that. No, not even a doctor would be able to have all that information in them. They have to go and reference anything that they need help with themselves as far as their field goes. I mean, you just don't. You can get the basic knowledge, you can have the practice, but all the knowledge, your brain won't be able to fit it all. That's why you got, books. And
Uh-huh.
Chile and other frauditors believe that they know everything.
Mm-hmm. A real smart person knows they do not know everything. What a real smart person does know is how to research, how to find the answer.
Exactly.
You don't go to the medical school to learn how to be a doctor. You go to medical school to learn how to research after you become a doctor, how to find the
Right.
solution to the problem. Because you just no way in the world you can know everything out there as far as human ailments.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Exactly.
in engineering and physics, pressure and mechanics. I'm good there. Everything else, I know where to look it up.
Right.
And I'm a sociology major, and there's a lot of things that I still don't know, and I can easily look up.
I've been in my field for over for 25 years now. And I can tell you right now, Google is my friend. White pages are my friends. I have to
Google
look things
Scholar.
up. Yeah, I'm a Google
To
Scholar.
look up the actual scholarly articles that point out all the flaws in research and everything like that, the strengths, flaws, everything.
Yeah. And there's no way for me to remember everything that's related to my field. There's just not. There's going to be things that I know because I deal with it day in, day out. But then there's going to be these, and just so everyone knows, I'm working in IT industry. But every now and then you get a problem that you just haven't seen before. So you have to go do a little bit of research. Takes a little bit longer to resolve, but yes, you do a little bit of research and you go find the answer, and you the ability to do that is more crucial than the actual knowledge.
Yeah. Now, I am not an IT professional. I went into sociology for my field. But whenever I have a computer problem, I do my research. I look up the issue and I go by the steps to solve the problem. And generally, it's the more complicated problems as far as like preventing the blue screen of death and everything like that. Unfortunately, you can't prevent that a lot of times.
Oh no, you cannot. You cannot prevent the blue screen of death. I mean, the computer gets to a certain point, it receives a certain update. Any number of things could cause it. You might
Yeah.
you might buy a brand new piece of hardware, you install the drivers, and that caused the problem because it conflicts with something else that you have on the computer that you're not aware of, or you are aware of, but it does happen.
Or you could live in New Mexico and have 6-7 power outages every day, jolting your computer constantly.
Yes,
that'll do it.
Yeah, that would do it as well. And real quick, we do have an international show now. We have Fraudster Busters on the stage from Australia.
How's it going, Fraudster Busters?
Morning, Doc. Morning, Black Hat. Morning, or evening, CCW. I'm going well. Just got home from work, so time to relax.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. And and you came in just in time. We got, like I said, another half hour before I have to wrap this show up because I do have to get ready for work myself. And today I do have to go to one of my locations, one of my offices, and do some work there. But it's all good. It's I'm glad we have such a good audience show up at the last minute. I decided to come online. I said, hey, let's do a show. Hez is not here. He's having technical difficulties. Blackheart Night. Well, if you were on my Tiny Chihuahuas stream yesterday, if you watched it, you know Hez is having computer issues, and I know Miss Ray's.
Oh yeah, I've had a few email discussions about it with other people on that subject. Yeah, Ray and I were talking about it behind the scenes as well.
Right, and I just knew that she was getting him squared away, and she's got to ship him a laptop, but that's going to take a few days. It'll probably be next week before he can come back on. So
Yeah.
Yeah. So I decided, well, there's a void. There's people that enjoy. This is kind of like for me becoming a morning routine. If nothing more than listen to it for a half an hour to an hour, it's kind of one of those things. So I want to build this void and I'll probably do the same tomorrow, and if I can on Friday as well, unless he gets the laptop and he gets ready to go on stream, and then I will. Then it's This is just for me. To help to fill a void, unless someone else says, "Hey, I want to do it," then I'm gonna let them jump in and do it, and I'll step back. Unless I got something else going on where I can't do the show in the morning. But Blackheart Night, have you done any lives? I don't think I've ever seen any lives from your channel.
I've only done one live, and that was for my 1-year anniversary, which I've got my 2-year anniversary coming up here in the next 7 days. But I don't know if I'll do a live stream for that one. I was just mainly for surprised that I even lasted a year.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. It's to be. I find this to be fun. It's relaxing.
I generally don't have time to run any live streams. And it's work a lot of the times, and I've got videos to make, and that consumes a lot of my time. I mean, I can understand how other people do it, especially Dr. Dave, since he's retired.
Right. Well, personally, I enjoy the lives, but you notice I only do most of the time one during the week and one on the weekends. And in videos, I'm only can get 1 or 2 out a week. Some weeks I can't get any out. But luckily, I do have an employer that my boss she's very good about saying, your time is your time. After this time, you're done. Don't worry about work. And plus, it's most of my work is work from home, so literally I don't have to do anything until right at 8:00. So
half your luck.
Yeah. Every now and then I do log in early, but I don't officially start working until 8:00. And at that point, the show might be going on. I might be listening, or I might not be listening. It just depends what's going on with work. And I'm not as active in the chat. It can't be, really. So, you know how it is. It's just, yeah.
Well, it's pretty much the same thing with what I do. There might be days where I can actually sit down and listen in on what's going on with Hez's show while I'm at work, but other days, I can't do that.
Yes. Oh, yes, definitely. It's down to what's going on with what tasks you got to do at that moment, what goals you have to accomplish, and it's some jobs you can get by listening to a show. Other jobs you got to be focused all the way. You don't have time to listen to a show. You have to be focused on what you're doing.
Exactly.
So
But did you say you had another video you wanted to show?
Yes, I actually got the one where the Franca was kicked out of Taco Bell.
Oh, that one.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, so let's I'll throw it on the stage real quick.
It's It's raining tacos from out of the sky. Tacos, no need to ask why.
Welcome back to my corner of the internet, guys. I am the Lucid Dream, and I have done it. I have found Frauditor Gold. Although this guy classifies himself as a cop watcher, this interaction, pretty much exactly the same thing. But we are going to watch a man get trespassed and banned from Taco Bell. It's amazing.
Yeah, I love this one. I
First
did
and
this
foremost,
one
thank
months
you to
ago.
all of my channel members and subscribers. Without you, I would not be here. So as always, every day, thank you. Now, to give a little bit of context to this video was incredibly long. It was over an hour. A lot of it is dead air.
Hey, Giggles, it's good to see you, buddy.
Out of the Taco Bell because the police are there for something unrelated to him. He just happened to be walking by, saw them, and opened up his camera. Now, as you're going to hear in a minute, the manager of Taco Bell is going to tell him something about how he cannot be recording him there. Obviously, it is a private business. So the title of his video is that the police solicited a trespass, which obviously is not true because we're going to hear the manager tell him he needs to stop in the first place. Taco Bell addressed him first. Let's go ahead and get into it.
Excuse me. You're not supposed to record inside. I'm sorry. I'm sorry? You're not supposed to record inside. You can do outside. It's not public? No, outside. Yes, you can do it. Really? Yes. It's not, these aren't the public? Yeah, just do it outside, please. They're not the public, these people? You gotta go outside, right inside. That's against the law. Don't say that. That's against the law. Don't say that.
Hey, Stefan, it's good to see you, buddy.
Yes, I can.
Okay,
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. I'm allowed to record the police during there. I'm allowed to record the police.
Okay, so real quick. The manager, the person that operates this business, says, I do not want you in here recording.
And
this is my private business. You're not welcome here.
And if I may,
yeah.
The one thing that I noticed is he seems to be unable to distinguish between the public, the people around him, and in public.
Right.
He seems to be conflating the two.
Right. Yes. And yeah, this is a private business. Especially a private business can say, you leave now. And it does not matter what you're doing. They're refusing your service. That you're not even there as a customer. You're, oh, look, there's a cop. I'm going to record him.
I'm wondering whether he got the parents' signed permission to film those two minors, because that's what he's required to do. As well.
You know he didn't. You know.
Oh no, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
And in my video, I ended up blurring out as many children as I could because there were a lot of them in this video, not just those two.
I was going to say, I remember seeing a lot of blurs in your video when I watched it a couple months ago. But yeah, Clearwater's right. You know, he's forgetting the fact that it's in public that he can record the police, not, you know, in a private situation. So, you know, even in a shopping center, he wouldn't be able to record a police officer doing his business because it's not in public, in a traditional public environment. So
exactly,
definitely getting things confused. But, you know, we don't expect much more from them, do we?
No.
No, you have to throw them into two categories. Mm-hmm. There are the idiots like this, and I will gladly give him my address if he wants to stop by and contest that issue. And then there are the ones that know all of this is baloney, like Long Island audits.
Yes.
Every action he takes, every video he makes establishes that he knows he's just playing the game. This one, though,
he's playing a character. Yeah. That's for sure.
He is. He's definitely playing a character. Well, let's keep this.
But unfortunately, I think that that game is about to end for him, maybe in the next year, because it's really catching up to him.
All right. So we'll get this. Let's get this going.
Why don't you just be quiet? Get me arrested then. Get me arrested.
I thought he came to get something.
That's called soliciting. Don't do that, man. That's a mistake. That's called soliciting.
Let's just say it. There is no such thing as soliciting of a trespass. There's no such thing. Actually, what the police officer's doing is, ma'am, what I can do is trespass him. If you trespass him, I can remove him. I can't do anything before then.
Exactly.
The officer
Yes.
has to know what the property owner wants them to do.
Right.
Plain and simple.
Exactly. If
Exactly.
the property owner tells the officer what to do as far as trespassing goes, that's still not soliciting. I mean, this whole soliciting thing is a bunch of garbage.
I'd like to know who came up with that. Who was the first person to go, "Oh, you're soliciting a trespass"? Because
And that's
exactly.
what I would like to know as
Yes.
well. I would like to see who was the origin of that.
I don't know, man. I do know I've been hearing that one for years. That is not a new development.
No.
Yes. And I have not yet heard that being a good defense in court.
Oh, they don't even bother trying that in court.
Because you're soliciting. Nobody was saying nothing until you did.
I'm sorry?
Nobody said nothing until you did. Who?
They were saying
I
it's
wasn't even
Josh
looking
Abrams
at-
that started it.
Yes. Yeah.
Ah,
That does not surprise me.
no.
No.
Yo, I wasn't even looking at you. I wasn't even looking at you. I'm looking at the police, man. I wasn't even looking at your kids either.
But even still, so it's private business. The general manager the system has action to leave.
Who? What is
Because
this manager? Then nobody said to leave. They said they can't record me. They didn't tell me to leave.
But they were still recording it.
But nobody told me to leave.
He actually not to record in here. But
Right.
recording it.
Recording is the First Amendment. You asked me to leave. Then you want to ask me to leave on the threat of arrest? I'll leave.
Once again, we have an idiot who does not understand the difference between private versus public. Taco Bell is very obviously a private business. They can tell you to kick rocks for whatever reason they choose to. They reserve the right to refuse service. He is not a customer. He is just standing inside of Taco Bell. He doesn't have that right.
And he's just standing inside Taco Bell. He is just recording. He has been told to leave. We don't allow recording in our facility, in our restaurant. He chooses not to leave. They're telling the police officer, we want him gone. He's not a customer. He's trespassing. The police officer is not the one who's telling him to leave. It's the Taco Bell. They're using the police officer as the arm to make him leave. And
It's the shift manager that's told him to leave. He's the one in charge, or she's the one in charge.
Right.
I mean, it might be different over there, but I had an incident down at our shopping centre where I told someone to leave, refused to leave, ended up having the police come in, and he said, "We can't do anything until you actually tell him in front of us to tell him to leave." So I walked up to him and I said, "You need to leave now. There's no discussion about this." And the two officers turned around and went, "That's good enough for us," and he left with a nice set of shiny bracelets. So
I've seen
he learned the hard
a
way.
few videos where the cops did the exact same thing here in the States. That where they had to tell the offender right up in their person to leave. Otherwise, the cops weren't going to do anything about it. Once the cops saw that happen, they took action.
particularly if they've got body cameras, because the body cameras will be recording, and they've got it on tape. Then that nobody can deny that he was told to leave and he refused to leave. So,
well, it's just like that previous video that we viewed on this channel here. How quickly the police arrested President NH now. It was fast. It was like, you are to leave. No, I'm not going to leave. Okay, we're done. We're not going to argue with you.
they're the good cops. They're
yes.
what you need to see more of, where they just go, "You've been told to leave. Leave. No, okay, turn around, hands behind your back. You're under arrest." Not the way a lot of these cops are doing it, and they drag it out for. No, it's almost like they've paid the cops off so that the cops will drag it out, so that they've got a good half hour, 3/4 hour video, so they can put it on their channel. We need to see more cops doing that, where they just go up and go, "Yep, fine, you've been told to leave, you're not leaving. All right, turn around, you're under arrest," and then you are leaving. And you want to see
if that's the case, if they're paying off the police to do this, then they found the corrupt cops already, and the officers could be charged with accepting a bribe.
Oh, wouldn't that be good? I could just see that going down.
Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you guys, we do have a little bit more than 10 minutes left. There's one segment of this video I definitely want us to talk about. So let me try to get that one kind of up real quick, and then we'll talk about it.
Go right ahead.
Yeah.
But again, lights on.
Soliciting. No threat of arrest, though. And if I get arrested, you heard the guy, no threat of arrest. He just called me in. We'll see how.
A lot of dead air. Okay, yeah, this part right here. I was wondering what the owl was for. Now I know.
Hey,
how
you doing? Good. Can I get your name and badge number, please?
Give me a second. Hold on.
No, don't give me a second. What's your name and badge number, please? On request.
Right there. The police officer he's there for a purpose. He's not going to be entertaining you. He's coming in. Excuse me. Hey, how you doing? Name and badge number. Give me a minute. And he goes inside. Why? Because he was called there by his partner, by the other police officer. He's making sure the situation is not so bad that he has to get in there and help that officer out. No, I want it now. No, you don't get it now. You get it when he's where he can give it to you. And David E. Persons is in the house. Did you hear about the fraudster who locked his keys in the car? He broke 3 windows trying to get out.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. All right, David E. Persons. Excuse me, David E. People, because persons is not people is plural to person.
On request.
Actually, it's not on request. It's once they've interacted with you. That's when they have to give it to you, not just when they're walking past you.
Conspiring. Give me a second.
Man, don't you love how he feels that they are conspiring against him? If they're conspiring against you, maybe you're doing something wrong.
Hey, I might get arrested, guys, falsely.
Hey, Frogger Terminator, how's it going?
That is called failure to identify. Hey, you have to make things bigger than they are. I was doing peacefully recording. I wasn't saying nothing to nobody. I was minding my business, doing my civic duty, watching the police during the course of their duties.
That's not a civic
And
duty,
this
you
guy wants to call
bonehead.
everybody.
No, it's not.
Hey, what's up? Listen, all in due time. You want me my name and my badge?
No, I don't.
That's fine.
What do you think I am,
Oh,
Einstein?
you don't want it now?
No, now I want it, yeah.
Okay.
On demand, you're supposed to give it.
No. All the police officer has to do is be recognizable as a police officer. I see a badge. I saw the big old word police on the back of his uniform. I also saw the police badge on his sleeve. He looks like a cop. I know he's a cop. Looking at his badge, I know his badge number is 121. He does not have to. Yeah, he does not have to verbalize anything to you, especially if he's not coming in contact with you.
I could go down to the thrift store and buy all of that stuff and impersonate a cop. So how do you know he's a cop? He could be impersonating a cop. I know, I'm just digging here, but yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. In fact, some of them actually say in their policies that the only ones that actually have to identify are plainclothes officers or detectives.
I just wish
if you're in uniform,
aren't in uniform.
Yeah, if you're in uniform, you got the badge, you got the flash, you got the big word police plastered all over you. You've got your name generally on that right hip pocket on that right side. They actually don't have to identify because they are in a marked uniform.
Right.
Yeah.
Coming out of a marked
everything's
unit.
right there. Department, all of that.
Yes. And
the fact that he came out of a marked patrol car as well. So
exactly. I would just wish one of these cops was just say, "It's my policy. Can you tell me on what page it is,
and what policy number?"
Yeah, please, because I don't remember it. Tell me where it's at so I can verify it.
But hang on, policy isn't a law.
Can you go get that for me?
Yeah. I wish they would just do that.
On one or two occasions where the police officer was like, "Oh, it's in the policy. Can you show me where it's at?" For auditors, like the blue screen of death.
Well, everybody is supposed to have it. No.
Citizen, I didn't do. He's soliciting.
Sorry, okay.
You guys got a lawsuit coming on you now.
You want to speak to you?
You want to be in the lawsuit too?
Do you want me to speak?
You want to invade my First Amendment right?
Do you want me to speak to you?
As long as you don't cop-splain me.
Do you want me?
See, I don't get that. He's acting up. He's the one who's being very, very ignorant. But yet he's saying, "I don't want to be cop-splained." Then quit disrupting what they're doing, and let them do their job. And quite frankly, all he has to do is just be quiet. If he's a true cop watcher, he wouldn't have said a darn thing to him. And he was told to leave, he would have walked out. No, he's a frauder, just like all the rest of them.
And the reason he probably wasn't arrested the first time around was because they said, right, you're trespassed, don't come back in. If you come back in, then he's going to get arrested because he's been trespassed. So you don't actually necessarily get arrested as soon as they say you're trespassed. It's if you come back into that property after you've been verbally told that you've been trespassed or formally written up as being trespassed, then you get arrested, not necessarily straight off the home plate.
Right.
As long as you don't cop-splain me.
Okay, so you wanted information from me, but I was called here for a reason.
I know.
And I said, hold
back
on
up because he's afraid of a guy with a camera.
Hold on a second. I'm not afraid of a guy with a camera.
No, he is. And everybody in the store, but I'm in public.
If you want to have a conversation, you also have to listen to me.
I want to have a conversation, but see your attitude, the way you came up. If you could have came up and said, "Man, my officer's name so-and-so 121."
Let me ask you a question. Did you call me here?
No, he did.
Okay,
so
I came here for an assignment.
I understand,
so,
but you're supposed to identify a request.
No, he does not. He does not.
Wouldn't that be the biggest winner for every mass protest to find out? Oh, if they're beating the hell out of someone over there, all we have to do is, as the cops are trying to go through the crowd, everyone asks for name and badge number, and they have to stop and tell each and every one of us. No, it doesn't work that way.
No. If the police officer, the only reason they would Not all departments has this policy, but one reason they need to identify themselves to you, see if they are actually going to have to approach you for because traffic stop, for example, or because they suspect of committing a crime. But even then, they have to make sure you are secure before they need to do that. I mean, I can understand. Hey, if I get pulled over, I want to know the trooper's name. As hi, I'm Trooper so and so. I pulled you over for this or this or this. Or do you? They usually don't say that. They usually say, "Do you know why I got pulled over? Why you got pulled over?" And then go from there. But yeah, they need to be.
Yeah, because the name will be on the ticket.
Yes, exactly. But no, they don't need to identify, and you know he's a police officer without doubt. And guys, I hate to do this because in a couple of minutes I have to, start getting myself ready because, like I said, I have to hit the road this morning and head to one of my offices. That's like the second furthest office I have to go to. So,
no problem.
Yes. Thank you for coming. This has been a fun show. This has been, you know what? I think I might just go ahead and do another one tomorrow morning. I know Hez was planning on doing a July 4th show, but I don't think that's going to happen now. So, 6 o'clock tomorrow morning, we will do another show. And we will also have a 6:30 p.m. Live with Fraudulent Comedy Show. We're going to be talking about our favorite Indiana couple. That's going to be the focus on that show. But of course, I hope everyone can be there. It's going to be very, very interesting, guys. I will send you all linked to the tomorrow morning show, and plus some other folks too. Everyone. There's a lot of people who got links this morning, and hopefully we'll just have a good, fashion, fun 4th of July celebration. That's all tomorrow morning will be. And then tomorrow evening we'll have a serious discussion.
Hey, Doc, just before you go, I saw a video from an Aussie frauditor today. He's gone to the US Consulate General in North Sydney, which have been vandalised recently, and all the windows have been blocked up. Knocked on the door and asked, he wanted to get in and ask them about Carolina in Fort Worth, about how she's being treated. I'm thinking, what's the embassy going to have anything to do with that? That's a local matter.
Or even know about it.
Yeah,
Send that video to me. I'll take a look at that.
Yeah.
Blackheart, drop me an email to Aussie Troll 2022.
Okay.
At gmail.com, and I'll send you a link.
And,
okay. Appreciate it.
Yes. And yes, everybody, if you go in my channel description, you will find the link to my merch store. Go check it out. We got some good merchandise available. Yes, stay tuned. I will be sending out show information sometime today for tomorrow night's and tomorrow morning's live streams. So Greg Johnnet gets to jump in line again tomorrow. Guys, I'm going to throw y'all in backstage. Thank you for coming. I do appreciate it. And maybe we can finish this video up tomorrow because there's that I did enjoy that video. Just, what kind of person can get thrown out of Taco Bell? Who knows? Oh my goodness, that people are so weird. Getting thrown out of Taco Bell. I do want to thank everybody that showed up. Cool Clearwater, Blackheart Knight, and Frauder Busters. Thank you for coming. Thank you, and everyone. Thank you for being on the being here, watching the show, enjoying the show. I know it was impromptu. It was the last moment when I woke up this morning. I said, "Hey, I want to do a show." And Frauder Police heads is down, so I was going to do something to fill the void. I would like to thank all of our guests tonight. Also, thank you to all of you for watching. I can't do this show without you. If you have short stories, poems, or music that you would like to featured on this channel, please email them to j.lanou.stories@gmail.com. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Until next time, take care of yourself.